इन साल देश बेहाल, यही है भाजपा का कमाल। इन साल देश बेहाल, यही है भाजपा का कमाल।
हे स्टीलचं झाल्यानंतर जरा मागे या.
मैं राउंड नंबर से ही बात करते करते मैंने इनको समझाया, फिर इनके घर वालों से गया था मिलने के लिए, फिर बात करने के लिए. पता नहीं था एक राउंड नंबर पूरी जिंदगी बदल के रख दिया.
बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है.
आपको लगा था कभी
ना, मैं तो कभी सोची नहीं थी कि मेरी शादी होएगी. इन्होंने प्रपोज किया तो मैंने इनको अपनी असलियत बताई. तभी भी इन्होंने बोला तभी भी मैं आपसे ही शादी करूंगा. चेहरा बदलने के बाद लाइफ तो बहुत जिंदगी बेकार थी. सामने वालों को दिखाने में भी शर्म आती थी.
Whether you're playing Pakistan, Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand, it's exactly the same for us. As a cricketer, you can't even think of your partner at the non-striker's end when you're facing a ball. So forget thinking about things that are not in any way in your control. For us as cricketers, it's about playing the game that we love. That feeling never changes. Yes, India-Pakistan game is always exciting game for all the fans watching, and people in general. The atmosphere in the stadium is different. It's different from any other game. But for us as cricketers, as I mentioned, and you can ask anyone from either of the teams, that it's just a game of cricket. The hype created around it is not in our control. We prepare the same way for every game. If players don't do well in India and they go back, there's no real hype around it. But if we don't do well away from India, it's like a knife hanging on your neck. So I don't believe in those things. I would never play for redemption. My only motivation is to keep winning games for my country, and it doesn't matter the conditions I'm playing at. I think because the tournament is much shorter and you got top 8 teams in the world, I think the competitiveness of the tournament is much higher from the word go. In a World Cup, you can still have league games and you have yourself to, get into the World Cup and then maybe dominate in the later half. But in Champions Trophy, you need to be on top of your game from game one. If you're not, then your chances go down pretty soon. Sometimes, it was so bizarre. Everything we tried was just going against us. I've never experienced that in a side. All not 11, all 15 guys in the squad was in the same mindset. I've never seen that happen. So it was quite bizarre. Maybe it was to teach me that, you know, you need to balance things out and take a backward step in how much you can do on the field, in how much intensity you can play with, maybe choose your phases. And, you know, as I keep getting older, I think those things need to be a learning as well, because you don't want to burn out too quickly as well. So yeah, those were the biggest learnings for me. I was pretty fortunate that, you know, I got to experience that kind of a time, and it teaches you a lot as a captain. It teaches you a lot composure wise, and you take away a lot from failures, and that's something that I've always cherished.
मैं सुधीर कुमार गौतम, आज ही मैं मुजफ्फरपुर से आया सचिन सर के लिए हर साल की बातें लीची लेकर, और आज संयोग से मैरिज एनिवर्सरी है और सचिन सर की फिल्म की प्रीमियर है। और सचिन सर से मैं बोले तो वो बोले ठीक है सुधीर आओ। उन्होंने 4 बजे आने का बोले बरसोबा में, और मैं जल्दी तैयार हूँ। बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ कि सचिन सर की मूवी कैसी है मैं भी देखूँ, और मैं भी उस फिल्म में सचिन सर की कृपा से है तो मैं भी देखने के लिए एक्साइटेड हूँ, और जल्दी तैयार होकर मैं जाऊँ।
I am now on Instagram. My handle is called, right?
No,
it's called handle, right? Just checking. I think the only thing that really kind of changed my mind for me was that it would be nice if I had some say of what was put out there about me. So I'm not one of those, which there are a few of, by the way, I'll just warn you, a few stalkers. I call them Instagram stalkers. What I mean by that is there are people who claim not to be on Instagram but who actually are. So I don't know if that's called the stalker.
Really?
There are people who are
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
No, I'm not on social media, but then they have these secret handles and they're watching everything. I mean, I know I definitely want to follow some really good travel sites. So there are some very interesting fitness people who do a lot of this kind of isolation, you know, the more modern type of fitness, which is very interesting for me. I do it personally. It's when I say that personally, it means I'm seeing the pictures, I'm writing the comments. It's not something which is handled by a team. Of course, you have a team who, you know, structure things and events and all that for you, but it's a personal platform for me. So me, Ali, who's the director of Tiger Zinda Hai, so we were at Yash Raj for a few meetings were going on, and work kind of got over, and I had gone somewhere else, and I came back, and Ali and 2 of the ADs on the film were at a table in the where everyone eats lunch at the canteen of Yash Raj, playing Settlers of Catan. Mr. Adi Chopra. He walked in and I said, Adi, sit, we want to take a picture. So he said, sat, and then as I went to take the picture, he said, what are you doing? And I said, I didn't even bother like saying, no, Adi, let me take a picture, I can post, because it's not going to happen. So I said, okay, fine, Adi, you get up and you take the picture. So that picture, which I'm going to put, because it's like a behind the scenes, I'm gonna put like, this is a hashtag photo by Aditya Chopra, because that's the big thing. So I know my mind can wander into 100 places, and it already does. So when I'm on set, I know there's no phone. Like, I'll probably check my phone twice in a day. As soon as I'm ready with makeup, even sometimes with makeup, you're fiddling and doing this and fiddling and then doing this and doing your phone and making a mess out of things. That's the perfect example and reminder at the beginning of every day that after I'm ready and ready to walk out the door of my van, the phone goes off. Not off as an off, but it goes with my assistant. 90% of the pictures that I post on Facebook, I don't have makeup on. Yeah, but these iPhones are very flattering. That's why the whole world. Haven't you realized that there's a reason why the world is selfie obsessed? Everyone has seen. Now I've got makeup on.
Yeah,
for an event. But if I go home and some, I know, okay, damn, I haven't posted anything on Facebook for a long time. You just take the camera and you go, no, I'm not looking right there. So you go like that, and then fine, and then you see the, okay, move it there, and then done. That's why the whole world is so obsessed with selfies. Is because we all know how we like to see ourselves look, right? We're all our own best photographers, and everyone's now almost a semi-professional photographer, at least when it comes to the phone. When the paparazzi take pictures of us, half the time I look at the pictures, and or if they come, and I'll be like, I know, I can guarantee you I was not looking that bad that day. How have they come and searched out the worst picture and posted that one? I mean, do they not like me? Are they doing it on purpose? I don't think they're doing it on purpose, although it is a very pertinent question to be asked. So my handle is my name, Katrina Kaif. There's no additions to it, like some people have, you know, a different... The real.
So it's simple.
It's very simple, Katrina Kaif, which is what I really wanted. I said if I don't get that, I'll forget the idea. But I'm very happy I got it. Thank you to Instagram, and that's my handle. So if you're following me on Facebook, if you're not following me on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on any social platform, please come and follow me, right?
Yeah.
Please follow me as well. I don't know if it changes for Instagram. Please follow me as well on Instagram. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot of fun, and hopefully I will be one of the interesting people to follow.
Is that a medium?
This is small again. I can try it.
Of course it will. This is definitely.
Oh!
That looks really cute on you.
Really cute on you. Back and
Sonam has been wearing a sip.
What is the reason behind Reason?
The reason behind Reason is that I had a lot of offers to put my name on brands or like pretend that I was designing some brand and like Sonam Cook for XYZ or whatever. And it was obviously because people like my fashion. So then Riya and I were like, why don't we just make our own brand?
One thing about each other that annoys you the most.
That she wakes up late.
That she keeps poking at me and staring at everything.
Because she doesn't wake up and I'm like,
Okay, who is the Chupa Rustam and who gets into trouble most of the time? Sonam gets into trouble most of the time, and
Riya's
I'm
the Chupa Rustam.
One thing you want to borrow from each other.
One thing that I take all my sister's clothes. I don't even borrow.
She steals everything.
Oh.
She steals.
God.
You know she is home when she says, Riya, she walks in the house and she says mom, but she comes straight to my room. Basically saying that I'm home, and then I can see that walk. I recognize Sonam's walk.
What about her? What? When she
How
comes
do you know
in?
I'm home? When I come home.
How do you know? I can always make out. My sister has a very heavy walk. She doesn't lift her feet, she drags them.
Okay, you know when she's annoyed. How do you know when she's annoyed? When Sonam's annoyed? Because Sonam makes it very obvious when she's annoyed. I'm very passive aggressive, but she'll know when I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay, last. Okay. Who is Daddy's girl? Me. Oh, okay. Have you seen the clothes that Daddy has worn in the 90s? Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's a disaster.
It's a huge disaster.
It's a big mess.
So, any advice that you guys have ever given him?
Burn the photograph.
No, why do you wear such tight jeans?
We now have a special individual who the faculty, the administration, and the Board of Trustees have decided to honor with an honorary MBA degree. Mrs. Judith O'Connor has attended all the classes with her son Marty. He just received his MBA. She has taken notes and worked with Marty throughout his academic career.
It is the world's smallest satellite till now. It is selected by the NASA for launching in June 21 from coastal Virginia. It have about 10 sensors, 10 onboard sensors, and we have our own onboard computer programmed by ourselves. It will carry it to space. It is going to be a suborbital flight. It will be carried to space by the rocket SR-4. Detail, the information and data we got from this mission will help us to manufacture and build better spacecraft. We can use this as ham radio reflectors, so we can use this as backup communication during disaster times.
पढ़ना तो चाह रही थी, फिर हम नहीं पढ़ा रहे, डर के वजह से हम तो शादी कर रहे हैं इसकी।
बस यूज़ करनी पड़ रही है, तो उसमें भी ना 1000 लड़के मिलेंगे, क्योंकि हर स्टॉप पर चढ़ते उतरते हैं, और कुछ तो इसीलिए ही जाते हैं कि लड़कियों को छेड़ना मिल जाए उन्हें।
अब ये तो मजबूरी वाली बात है, बताओ लड़की बाहर नहीं जा सकती घर के अंदर, हिंदुस्तान में रहेगा हम सेफ नहीं हो रहे। लड़कियों की भी गलती रहे, घूमती रहे लौंडों के साथ, फिर कोई लौंडा दूसरा जैसे हम ही यहाँ ये कोई छेड़ दे तो उसमें दंगा तो होगा ही।
तो आप क्यों छेड़ोगे लड़की को?
अब ना छेड़।
हमने देखा है कि पुलिस वाले भी खुद ऐसे ही हो रहे हैं, तो वो पुलिस वाली औरों की क्या मदद करेगी। हम 12th क्लास में थे, हमने काफ़ी ऐसे बंदे देखे हैं पुलिस वाले जो रोज़ हमारे पीछे केतपुर से हमारे गांव तक जाते थे।
आजकल की तो लड़कियों कम नहीं है, मतलब कोई लड़कों को पीछे लगाती हूँ। बात क्या भाई?
इसके पापा काम करते थे उसके साथ, आ जाते थे यहाँ लखाना इनकी कभी कभी। हाँ, बाहर बुलाया उसने, गाड़ी में डाल कर ले 15 दिन के बाद मिली।
तो आपने फिर उसके बाद अपनी लड़की को डर के मारे स्कूल नहीं भेजा कभी?
ना, स्कूल नहीं भेजा हमने, तो उसकी फिर शादी कर दी। इसे बिना भेज रहे, अब चाहिए 3 लड़के पढ़े हैं हमारे छोटे छोटे। डर यही लगता है कि जैसे हमारे लड़की साथ में हो गया, कभी उनके भाई बहन और वो कर दे इसके साथ, तो इसलिए हम इस लड़की को नहीं भेजते।
लड़का ही लड़का थोड़ा ही करता है कुछ, लड़की जब पलट कर देख के जब तो कुछ आएगा वो भी।
और लड़कियों का भी एक बंदों से 3-3, 4-4 बंदों से अफेक्शन होता है।
कॉलेज में अलग बॉयफ्रेंड है,
कैंटीन में कोई दूसरा बॉयफ्रेंड,
कॉलेज से बाहर अलग है, टीचिंग में अलग है,
क्लासरूम के कुछ दूसरे बॉयफ्रेंड,
सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट पे अलग है,
और गेट के बाहर के कुछ दूसरे बॉयफ्रेंड।
तो मतलब ये रिजल्ट करता होगा ये टीजिंग में?
यस।
एक लड़की यहाँ से अपनी फ्रेंड के पासबुक लेने के लिए जा रही थी और यहाँ पर 2-3 लड़के खड़े हुए थे। उन लड़कों ने उस लड़की को अश्लील कमेंट पास किए, अपनी जेब से 200 रुपये निकाल के कहा कि ये 200 रुपये ले और मेरे साथ चल। उस लड़की ने उसका विरोध किया और कहा कि तेरे घर में माँ बहनें नहीं हैं क्या, जो 200 रुपये देने अपनी माँ बहन को देना। तो इस पर उस लड़के ने लड़की को नीचे गिराया और लात घुसों से उस लड़की को पीटा, लात घुसों और अपनी जेब से चाकू निकाला और उसकी यहाँ पर छाती पर वार कर दिया। जब ज़्यादा संख्या में लोग इकट्ठे हुए तो वो लड़का वहाँ से भाग गया और उस लड़की को जान से मारने की धमकी देकर गया।
यहाँ पर कोई छेड़छाड़ का कोई इस तरह की कोई घटना अभी तक मेरे को 6 मंथ हो गए, मेरे पास कोई शिकायत इस तरह की नहीं आई है और मुझे को लगता है पूरे शहर में भी नहीं है।
बिजनौर ऐसा नहीं है, कभी कभी घटना यहाँ हुई, हम इसके लिए खैर ऐसा बिजनौर बेमिसाल बिजनौर है।